Yo, yo, yo. Welcome, man. Another episode, next flight out. You already know, man. It's your host, Roddy Too Good, a.k.a. Too Good to Be True, a.k.a. the pilot, a.k.a. Jersey's last pharaoh up in here, man. Come on, man.
Fire.
We got Marv in the back. Let's go, man. We got a special guest here, man.
What's going on, man?
Yeah, introduce yourself.
What it do, what it is, what's happening? It's your boy Pressure, a.k.a. MrPressureOnline.com. Big Jersey, man.
A.k.a. Green Ranger.
The Green Ranger for sure, yes, sir.
So let's talk about, man, how's everything going, man?
Everything going good, man. You know, just keeping up with my health and everything. You know?
Yeah, man, the many hats, huh?
Thank you, definitely,
Man, the many hats, yo. So what got you started for real in this industry, for real?
All right, so interesting story. Back when I was like, I like to say like 10, 11 years old. For those that don't know, downtown Newark, you know, in Jersey was a place where you could find crazy amount of bootlegs and all that back in the day. Like this, you talking about 2004 maybe. Mm-hmm. My aunt went down there and we were shopping, and I had seen this stand that had like different CDs. So I seen a CD that had said 50 Cent instrumentals. Now at this time I'm young, so I ain't even know what the word instrumentals meant, right? I know the word beats,
right,
but I ain't know instrumentals. And I'm a big G Unit fan, Lloyd Banks' favorite rapper. So when I seen this, I was like, I want her to get it. So she got it for me. We driving back home, put the joint in the CD player, no words. We lost. We're like, yo, what's going on? She thought we got bumped, like boom. So she like, whoa. So she wanted to bring it back, but I told her like, nah, it's cool, I keep it. So I brought the CD back home, and I went home, put it in my stereo, and I used to just be rapping 50 lyrics, like, you know, the actual song. It was like a collage of his hits. Mm-hmm. And then, you know, at that time I was kind of writing poetry, like in school, like it was like a little hobby. So I decided to like flip the words. And then I started learning how to count bars and find pockets. And from there, I just started creating my own songs and making songs on other people's beats. So it kind of started like that.
That's dope, man.
Mm-hmm.
I remember back in the day when everybody used to want to rap, yo. And stuff like that, yeah. So,
not like now, though.
Oh, yeah.
The janitor rap. Yeah, it's different now.
The barber rap. You go in there, get a cut, yo. I got a mixtape for you real quick. I'm like, hold on, fam. I just came for a shape up.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Maybe it's a lifestyle thing, though.
Yeah, it is, man. I mean, hip hop is a lifestyle, man. And if you're born into the urban community, it's embedded in you. You know, like hip hop itself. So I get it.
But other than rap, you do like camera work and stuff like that too, right?
Yep, I direct, I songwrite for other artists on the low.
It shouldn't be on the low.
Graphic design, you know, I know how to design stuff, websites, flyers, all that. Yeah, and photography, like anything content wise, like I taught myself, really to supply for myself, but then it became a service over time.
See, and I have this little thing too. Like, it's crazy you said all of that, because I say like, yo, man, Jersey is just such behind the scenes. Like, we got talent out here. Mm-hmm. But it's mostly behind the scenes, and like you kind of like represent that, like.
Yeah, for
like,
sure.
Do you, when in your career and your endeavors, like, do you see other people like Jersey people, and mix and match what you do?
Yes, I have came across a lot of people that you know, wear many hats, and I've been in different rooms with the same people a lot of times, and then they start disappearing after a while. Like, you know, the consistency. That key factor, some people lose that over time when they don't see results. Yeah. And one thing you need to learn about this game is results is not overnight. Sometimes it's not even in 1 year. You know what I mean? It could take a couple summers to see results. You know?
Yeah, that's dope, man. Do you from Jersey City, right?
Jersey City, yeah.
Yeah, shout out to Jersey City, man. Get a bomb, man.
For sure. Kerry Woods, what up?
You know, I like Jersey City, even though they don't got nowhere to park. They don't got nowhere to park.
I never heard that one.
Yeah, but come on, man. We be driving, in Jersey. But anyway, do you feel as though it's like it plays against Jersey artists, because it is so much talent from here, so many people do so many things, but it seemed like we always getting skipped over when it comes to tri-state area, when it comes to New York and Philly. Like, you feel like, because it's been a while since we've have really had a pipeline for artists, for real.
True. Yeah, definitely. I mean, when you talking about the history, going back to the Fugees and Naughty by Nature and, you know, stuff like that, and you had Joe Budden, you had Redman,
Yeah.
Queen Latifah and all of them.
Yeah.
I do feel like there's a gap, you know, and there was a big gap from Joe Budden all the way up to Fetty, you know, like you talk about a 12-year gap.
Yeah.
I agree. I do think that, you know, sometimes we get caught up in the shadows, but there are a lot of people that are from Jersey. You just don't know.
Exactly, like what we just said.
I just found out about, I swear. Hey, listen, this might be a highlight. Like, I didn't know that SZA grew up in Maplewood or something like that. Right.
Yeah.
I thought she was from the West Coast because Kendrick, you know, they took her in.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah, she from Mapso. Yeah.
Oh, okay,
And then we
okay.
just found out last week, Just Blaze is from Patterson.
Ooh, right.
Like,
Wow.
that's ridiculous.
True.
Well, calm down, Marv. Calm down. Marv from Patterson, too. So
Oh, okay.
he got represent, you know, he the president. You know
Oh, okay. I see what's going on.
But nah, but yeah, man, I don't know, man. I don't know. I think like right now, our media is coming up. We got like some platforms, mine and others. So that's
True.
very new. So I guess when the media grows, maybe the other thing grows with us, you know?
Yeah, I agree. Like, I think a lot of people need to understand we're in a time now where content is everything, and the radio is a great platform, but the internet is so wide. You know, like if you on a radio station, you may only reach a certain region. With the internet, you can reach somebody in China, you know, within 10 minutes if they following you. So
Exactly.
it's about knowing how to utilize your tools.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And you being a person like who's around, you could be in front and behind the camera. How important are interviews? Because I see you got a lot of interviews. So how important is to like really sit down and really talk to different people as your journey, like try to further your career?
Well, it's a great factor in promotion. Why? Is because someone that's watching this interview, for example, may have never heard of me a day in their life, and they following you guys. So that may be a potential fan, or someone that knows me and may be following me. That don't mean that they check out my music just because they follow me. They may follow me because they like my style, or you know, whatever. They see me with celebrities. It plays a big factor because sometimes people don't always like your music, or they like it, but when they hear you speak and they get in the mind frame of who you are, that changes how people feel about you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense, man. That makes sense. I be trying to tell the artists, man, but they young, so they don't be really caring, man. They be out, you know.
Yeah, they don't want to talk to nobody.
Yeah,
they think everybody the cops, the new guys.
Yeah. Not only that, I think they just have like yo, man, I'm lit in my city, I'm lit where I'm from, so why should I have to come down and sit and talk to you? Like, you know what I'm saying?
True.
Yeah. Like they have the thing to where it's like they doing us a favor. To where it's like, yo, I'm lit. You want to talk to me?
Yeah. It's like really the wrong attitude to have, because you don't realize that you know, podcasters are just as important as PRs, like the people that get you in articles and magazines. Like, it's all the same. It has the same effect, you know, just different layers under the umbrella, but it's the same effect.
Yeah.
So you need it all.
Yeah, look at what that Kanye doc that came out years ago when he was following around with that camera.
Right.
And then now look at it, they like collected that and re-released it and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And now that was a whole little deal right there.
Yeah.
I think people just, especially with content now, people just like to see the growth of people.
For sure.
Because yeah, the music is important. The things you do is important, but people want to have that connection with you. Like,
true.
I was there when I first saw him, that first mixtape he dropped.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah, man. So out of all the things you really do, what's like your favorite?
Being a recording artist?
Mm-hmm.
Like, all right, so it's 50-50. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna be honest with you. Being an artist is fun because I'm able to express myself. I like to be able to articulate myself in a way that I may not want to talk about it, but if I get the right beat, those emotions will pour out. So that's like why that's like it's a favorite part of my creative style.
Yeah.
But I do love the filming aspect and being behind the scenes, even if I have like guys go out and film stuff and I may edit it. So such as like weddings and Sweet 16s and all that. I like to capture people moments that be once in a lifetime. Like I like to be a part of those experiences because you have to be a selfless person, and when you like to see other people happy, like that means a lot too.
Yeah. So how far you think you'll get with the camera? Like movie?
That's the next step.
Mm.
I mean, I did a short film before.
Mm-hmm.
I did a slight short film. One of the records I have called Obvious is online. It has a short film in it, and that was my first one ever.
Okay.
Even produced my own documentary. It's called
like
Fear.
Williams,
Okay.
Williams type shit.
Yeah.
I like that.
So it's just something to focus on, but it's definitely something that I want to do probably within the next 5 years, just to say I did it. Because the music video scene, it's cool, but you don't want to be hopping out on people's blocks and all that no more. Like this ain't that time no more to just be Indian everywhere. All money ain't good money. So
yeah, see, it's definitely a young man sport now.
Yeah.
Because it's not even like the what people have to do. It's what people like. People like them videos.
Yeah.
Where everybody outside, right in front of their grandmother's house.
Yep.
With all the guns and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Prop
Project
guns.
lobbies.
Yeah.
Corner stores. Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you about that. Like, you think it'll ever get back to like real videos like back in the day, like your Missy Elliott's and your Busta Rhymes? You ever think it'll get back to that?
I think long as an artist take his career serious and invest, that'll probably be the only way. Because other than that, people working with what they have out here.
Yeah.
And those be the $200, $300 videos that, so-and-so from around the block would do it for. People out here just trying to get by, So it's tricky.
It is tricky. It is tricky. I mean, I get it. It's authentic. It's real. Right now, the drill is running everything, so that goes in kind of like, yeah, like you a drill artist, go to your blog and make a video. Like,
yeah. Interesting, right? That you brought that up. And I usually do this like every interview where like I sometimes try to like interview the person back real quick. Cause I always like to know what, cause you may be more in the field than me. Like as far as like knowing what's going on, who's who. I may miss out on certain sections of Jersey or so. How do you feel about Jersey drill? With it stemming from New York, Chicago, and then the UK, like how do you feel about that look for us? Like, cause you've been around, so you know the game. Going off of our pioneers up till now, do you feel like that's just natural in hip hop where it grows like that, where we season with different things, or do you feel like we embrace it so well, like that's our sound? Like, how do you feel?
Well, the thing about Jersey and drill, like I think is very, very different. As in, it might be drill as in y'all probably using the same beats, but
Right.
and y'all probably talking about the same thing, but as in as actually rapping, I think Jersey got the best rappers for real. As
Bars.
Yes, like cause New York, they kind of do this thing to where it's like it's either you rapping so fast to where it's kind of not, you kind of gotta catch it like that, or they got that like that like, you know what I'm saying?
Got you. Yeah.
They kind of do that a lot too. So it's like it's not really like some only artists really is probably like that's really different. It's only like a handful like that's different, like Chef G, Sleepy Hollow, 22Gs. But then like in like K Flock and D Thing,
Right.
so they probably like different. But the rest of them, like people who coming up, they kind of do that same thing of like rap so fast or do that deep voice. Like, but in Jersey, they actually rap.
Right.
So like that's what it is with us. Like they may be using the same beats, but they're not doing that New York stuff. And then so and then now, especially with our sound, like the Jersey club sound, kind of cultivating music right now, they're implementing that in the rap now.
Got it.
So now you got a song, a Jersey Club song, and the dude is really rapping over that.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, that's what's going on right now.
I love it too, though, man.
Yeah. Jersey, I'm telling people, Jersey got so much talent, but I don't know what it is. Like we breaking through a little bit. You see it,
Yeah.
like they making the little chips at it, but it's like, yo, we just need that one person to be like that. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, man. So
I agree.
it's I think it'll get there, man. But yeah, so speaking of that, like, how do you feel about like drill music?
Drill music, I feel like it comes with like negative backlash. Like I feel like it's stereotype when people hear drill music, and I think for Jersey to have taken so long to get this far, I like more of the Jersey club on our side because that's what it stemmed from. And, you know, us growing up at parties and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I like the essence of club more than drill.
Yeah, and I mean it's a give or take. So you got some dudes doing drill, and now you got New York. Now a bunch of New York, they got Jersey club beats now.
Right.
So it's like, yo,
Yeah.
it is what it is. So
We just got to get on it like stronger and support more of it because you have mainstream artists, you know, without saying names, that you know, they capitalizing from something that, you know, we've been doing forever. So we just gotta get in there a little bit more, you know.
yeah, but the thing is, like right now, we got the best Jersey club rap artist right now, and that's Bandman Real.
Yes.
So he's like, and I was just up here with my cousin Tamil. We was talking about that. Like it was like somebody made him to rap over that. Like he's perfect. Like perfect. Like
Right.
as soon as you hear his voice, it's like, okay, all right.
Yeah.
Would you ever try to rap over Jersey Club?
Yeah, it's actually in the works.
That's what I
Yeah,
like
it's
to
a
hear.
process.
It is.
You know why? I was just talking to shout out DJ Walla. We was just on the phone talking about this yesterday, and
Legend.
I was telling him like, yo, being lyrical and coming from that class of artists that, you know, what you said, you want it to matter. You don't want to just say anything. To like dumb it down and like kind of say nothing. I don't know how to do that. Like it feels weird, yo. Like,
Yeah.
But we working on something though. We in the mix.
Especially coming from an era when it's like, yo, fam, like, come on, man.
Because you feel like you doing something wrong, but in all reality, to that person that's in the club that's drinking, you know, whatever they doing to be intoxicated, they ain't even trying to understand all that extra stuff. They need something that they can catch on to while they under the influence, and that's what helped me understand how to create those records.
Yeah, man, vibes. That's
Yeah.
all it is. Like, yo, I think I have a very interesting taste in music. Like, you know, like I could listen to 50 Cent.
Definitely.
I could listen to Tupac. I could listen to them, but I could also listen to Playboy Cardi. And I could listen to Cold Cheese, and I could listen to Baby Keem. And like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I could listen to the hippity hip shit.
Right.
Even boom bap. Like, but yeah, I could definitely listen to the new stuff. But I grew up in the hip hop house though. Like
Right.
my mom's, my uncle, and my dad all the time. Like he be disgusted at some of the stuff I listen to. Like he'd come in, he'd be coming in like, yo, what are you doing? Like I taught you better than this. I'll be like, fam,
Yeah.
it's just new. You don't understand it, man.
Nah, you have to have a certain tolerance to even take it in, you know.
Yeah.
And be open minded to it, because other than that, it is a different sound. And you know, if you take like for example, a drill artist now, and then a person grew up on listening to Laws and Undergrounds, you know, like they not gonna want to sit there and be like. They're not even gonna try to accept it, you know.
Yeah,
I get it.
see, but I like to listen. Like I could listen to that. Like I could listen to all that type of stuff because, fam, I grew up. 50 Cent was like my favorite rapper. Then it was like I went back Nas, Pac, and then even now it's like I put Playboy Cardi in my top 5 for real. Shout out to Playboy Cardi. Yeah.
That's the first time I've heard that.
Yeah,
Nothing wrong with it though.
Yeah,
you know,
but it's
that's
just I don't know, like you know, it's just like that music I even compared to like James Brown, because what the fuck was he really saying for real?
Get on up.
But I'm saying like
And recipe
music,
James Brown, a classic, man.
yeah. But I'm just saying like he was saying stuff, but it was like it was way more feeling into his head.
Right.
It was way more vibey than it was supposed to be lyrically.
And you know what? there are artists that's like that. You either getting a vibe from them or you getting some great lyrics from them.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get both.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, man. You Jersey, but Jersey is it's the land of the spitters. Like these young dudes, you can hear that they have the ability to rap.
Yeah.
There's some young dudes out here who's really rapping.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like you see they cultivating that with now. So I think like but Jersey always has spitters though.
Yeah.
Some of the
I
best.
agree. Yeah, definitely. I remember going back when I was in school, you had lunch rooms and locker rooms and gym time and all that, like recess, you had ciphers that was like organic, like it wasn't no cameras out, none of that. Like if you wasn't doing what you're supposed to do, they was taking that back to the classroom, the next class, you know what I'm saying? And you'd been a fool. So, we do come from a different era though. Now I'm not sure how they getting, they probably doing TikToks and they going off of the world's opinion, but we had it right in our face where people be like, nah, don't do that again. Yeah.
Jersey is a cutthroat place, man. Like, as in like musically, they ain't gonna be afraid to tell you it's not here.
True.
Like, these like Jersey artists gotta really fight and make sure like they good to get where they at. Like for real.
Yeah.
It's not like I feel like New York it's like a little crutch because I feel like people in New York be like, okay, well, that nigga, he did that. So I could do kind of the same thing to where he did.
Right.
And I could get a little buzz. So it's like that.
Saying.
See what I'm saying? Like Jersey doesn't have that.
Yeah, it's funny you say that, man. I was talking to somebody about that. Like, we have icons from here, you know, but do we have a blueprint that we seen work within the last 5 years? Like worked on a scale where somebody hit Billboard. Like Fetty Wap hit Billboard. That's the last person that hit Billboard from Jersey, and it's like he in a fortunate situation. It's like now it's like what do you look at as like this is the way that to go.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So we do lack the blueprint like on a consistent note because the game changes, so you got to change with the game.
Yeah, but Jersey. But even if like, all right, like let's say New York, you probably have like a bunch of little mini me's. Jersey artists never really sound like each other at all. Like you go through the whole roster, they don't sound like each other at all. They all had their different style. They all had their different message. They all had their different flow with how they got to what they was doing. So it's difficult for us. Like we don't have a blueprint. So you got these dudes out here really having you got to sound like you.
Exactly. Yeah, originality is key, man.
Yeah. So that it's going. I think eventually we will. I think that's like a blessing in disguise for us. Like even like the new artists, like nobody really sound like each other.
Yeah,
so, like,
I agree.
Yeah, the only few is like, your man's. You probably sound a little like your man's, but you around him too much.
Yeah,
you gotta go out there and find your own.
Yeah, I've heard. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I've been around those conversations, so I've seen that. Yeah.
But other than that, man, what would be your message to like the new artists?
A great message I could leave new artists with is, and I hate for this to sound so generic, but when people tell you to believe in yourself, like you have to, whether your mother, your girlfriend, your cousin, your boy is pushing you or not pushing you, I'm a prime example of, I've had ups and downs, and there was times where I was being pushed heavy, and there was times where I had to figure it out. And if you give up on yourself, nobody's gonna care, Your existence don't even matter if you don't believe in yourself. You don't wake up and it's not on your mind to succeed. Like I was watching this interview with I think it was the hip hop preacher, and he was saying that a kid he put a kid head underwater, and he was telling them, how did you feel about breathing? And he was like, I wanted to breathe so bad, and he was like, pretty much like in so many words, like paraphrasing, if you wanted to succeed as much as you wanted to breathe when you was underwater, then you'll get the way you want to go in life. Yeah. So if you wake up and you want to succeed and you want to be somebody and you actually want to make it out of your environment or really take care of those around you, like you have to believe in yourself. It's straightforward. There's no other way to look at it.
Yeah, that's dope, man.
Yeah.
So speaking of musically, like what? So if a person wanted to know about you, what do you want to know musically? Like where do we want to point them musically?
As far as
Like a tape, a song.
well, if a person want to know about me, my last project,
Okay.
it's one of the most authentic projects I've made ever. It's called Transparent, and it's called Transparent for a reason, because I'm venting on there. Like, you get a piece of my mind. There's no filter on it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you go on all the streaming platforms and pull up Pressure Online, Transparent,
And so yeah, go get that, man. Go get
for
that.
sure.
Stop playing with Jersey, yo. I'm tired of y'all.
Yeah, we
Man.
still doing good on stream. Still doing good. So it's a blessing, man. Got the video out for Green Ranger, video out for Mountains.
Yeah, and then I heard you did a song with Ransom, right?
Yeah. Me and Ransom did a freestyle years ago that came out with the video. And we also got an unreleased record, me, him, and Fred the Godson.
Okay.
Rest in peace, Fred. Yeah.
Now, this wasn't my words, but it's another channel out there, popular channel. He said Ransom is the best spitter that ever came out of Jersey.
Ransom wordplay is crazy.
Ransom,
Yeah. Him, Joe Budden, and Hitchcock, when they was the A team, they all from Jersey City.
Yeah.
Those
They
guys.
was all in the group?
Yeah. Ransom,
What?
Hitchcock, and Joe Budden. Yeah, it's called the A team. That's eventually how Rand and Joe started beefing. It was like a little business situation, you know, nothing I could speak on, but yeah.
Yo, Joe Budden been in mad groups.
Nah, I was the only one that I know of.
Well, he been in like Slaughterhouse too.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm talking about, before his time, but before being signed. But yeah, that's who he was with right before he did Pump It Up.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So it was like early 2000s. But yeah, Rand, much respect to him, man. Me and him, been in the studio. We had a lot of great conversations, and he's definitely one of them guys. There's a lot of people in Jersey though that I work with that I respect their pen game, vice versa.
I'm gonna tell you right now. What's that song called? Shit. Cause is it Pain? Oh, like
By who?
Ransom. It's like he's rapping, and in the background they got like raining music. Like, damn, I can't believe I'm blanking on this song.
Ransom got a crazy.
But that song
archive.
right there, that's like, if we making a list of New Jersey songs made, that might be top 5 for real.
Yeah, he got so many. Yeah.
What I keep on. What's the name of that damn song, man?
Yeah, you gotta let me know. He definitely got a lot of them. I definitely I listen to a lot of music, so probably heard it too.
You gonna know what it is. You gonna know what it is when I get it up here. Watch.
You're not talking about Funeral, right?
Nah. I know it's not Funeral.
Okay.
I know it's like Pain or
Production
something.
was crazy too. Shout out to Mayor. Mayor was definitely behind some great
Yeah, it's called
records.
Pain. It's called Pain. That right there.
I gotta hear it again. I definitely probably
You heard it.
Yeah, I'm not good with titles. A lot of times I be skimming through stuff.
Dude. Yeah. That's it right there. We want to talk about like it's like sad, motivating, all that stuff. So yeah, Ransom definitely up there, man.
Yeah, I think that's what makes an artist great though, man, is when you could emotionally connect with the listener. Like, that's what I try to go for. Like, when I even made Transparent, it's like, it's cool to do the radio records. It's cool to make people dance and be in the party and all that. But people out here really going through stuff. People out, like, you don't know what it took for me to get here, for you to get here today. Like, you see people and you see the glamorous side. You know, you see like the fame or the numbers, the followers, the likes. But, people going through a lot in life. And when you able to make that music, kind of like, that's why Mary J. Blige is so big. Being able to connect with pain, it does something to people, especially that come from poverty.
Yeah, I think that's a whole thing right now. It's like when you look at the top artists, they kind of
like Dirk and all these people, they do it in a way where it's melodic and commercial, but it's still pain.
Especially Dirk, because he talking to the street dudes. The street dudes, those are probably some of the most sad people in reality. If you want to be real.
Yeah.
like yo, they going through stuff. Yeah, they out there, like you know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, yeah, he's a huge artist. You got Rod Wave, that was another huge artist.
Yeah, I like
You know,
Rod.
even Drake could get his side back, but he's side back for the females. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah, I rock with Drake too on that, man.
yeah. So who's some artists like you plan on working with or you want to work with?
In Jersey or mainstream, you mean?
We could go mainstream, man.
Mainstream that I want to work with.
Yeah. We could do both. We could do in Jersey and out.
Mm. Wow. No specific order. I definitely got to work with Lloyd Banks once. Got to. It's classic, man. PLK.
Yo, that shit was crazy, yo.
Yeah, I know you're talking about the project. I think it's part 2.
Yeah, he was wilding on that.
I think wow. It's such a wide range that I'm trying to group it all together. I think Fabulous would be a great collaboration.
Okay, Fab. Someone shoot out.
I'm trying to throw like an R&B artist in there. I think SZA would make sense.
That would be dope.
Trying something like that, yeah. When I get in my female bag, it's different, man. I love it. Meek Mill.
Okay.
And just to give one more, I'm just freestyling off the top. I say Uzi Vert. And I wouldn't say him, but I wouldn't just say Uzi because of the Jersey Club record he did, but Uzi's a rock star.
Yeah.
I seen him at Rolling Loud performing 2 years ago when I was out there, and I was just like, yo,
different.
Like hip hop is one thing, but he's different. I like that he's comfortable with himself. Like you could tell that he's okay with being who he is and his style and all that. Like I respect that. Yeah. You know what I mean? That transparency. So
especially coming where he come from.
He come from Philly and nobody knows that.
Well, no, people know that.
Yo, I mean, but think about it. Look, when you think of Philly, you think of
exactly.
State Property, right? Beanie Siegel and them, Cassidy, Gilly the Kid, Freeway, Meek Mill, and then you be like Uzi Vert, you be like, where you from? Because it's so different, but I respect that.
Because when you say Philly, you think of like cracking revolvers and shit. But then it's like, yo, this dude walk around with pink hair.
You think of the AR ads, all that. Right. Yeah, you think.
Like, nobody even, like, and this go crazy because in Philly, nobody even really come close to, like, even doing what he doing. Like,
yeah, so I like stuff like that, man. Like, I actually respect that a lot, you know?
Yeah. But those the type artists, though, they'd be just like that. Like, them hype artists, you'll be like, hold on, wait, he from there? Like, yeah, that's what it is. Like, look at Thug.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, yo, all them hype artists, they all like, they come from them crazy places. They all like that.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I agree.
So are you listening to the new guys in Jersey?
Yeah. I mean, I have to. I mean, for one, on a production note, like with my media, like of course these guys reaching out for videos and stuff. So whether I have my cameraman go get it or whatever like that and handle the business, I'm always aware of what's going on. I don't always remember their names because it's a lot of them. Definitely a lot of them, but I'm in tune with a lot of people, and I'm really honestly, even being from Jersey City, I have my ears just as much into Newark artists as Jersey City. Like Newark definitely, I mean it's the biggest city, but I'm like, damn, like it's a lot of them. It's a lot of them.
Yeah, they got the best two artists right now. Oh, best couple for real. If you want to be real.
Yeah. Yep.
You got Flea. You got
the Flea. Yeah.
You got BBG Stepper. You got Torch. You got.
I like Baby ATM.
Baby ATM.
Fire, yeah.
Baby ATM. You got
my man Rick Bowes from over there too.
Okay.
From 440. Yeah.
See, you got, and then a lot of times it's the streets, so we got a lot of people behind that wall. So.
Right.
Yeah.
And I specifically want to shout out Trey Say Sev, which is Big 7 artist. I like his music too. That's Newark Illustrated.
Yeah.
So I want to shout them out for sure.
Yeah. So it's like we getting a little roster. So you know,
Yeah, Nork looking good, man.
yeah. No, look, Jersey City,
Jersey looking good.
yeah, Jersey City too. Like
Nah, Jersey City definitely.
y'all
It's
got
a crazy
Albie.
lineup. Yeah, it's a crazy lineup.
Yeah, you
Got a
got
lot of
Albie.
people on that side. Mr. Chicken.
Oh yeah, I keep on forgetting he from Jersey City.
Yeah, you got a lot of people, man. Criminal.
Yeah.
It's a lot of good people, man. That's from the area that they've been
Would you
putting in
work?
work.
You work with them?
You said would I or had I? Oh, did
Have you? Have you?
I? I've worked with all of them on different aspects.
Okay.
Some production, some actual music.
Yeah.
But yeah, I work with everybody in Jersey City. I work with at this
Okay.
point. Yep,
Yeah, man. Shout out to Jersey City, man.
for sure.
I love the place, man.
Man, shout out to all the DJs too.
Oh
You know?
yeah, the DJ. Yeah, the
It's a lot of
DJ.
DJs. Shout out to Midnight, Bobby B,
Yeah.
Ride Out, Wally Cat. It's a lot of people that put in that pain, man. DJ E Dub. I'm talking about on the mixtape level that took our acapellas and helped us get buzzes. So you know, it's a lot of people I'm leaving out. You know, but Jugs, you know, my man Juggernaut, like making the beats. Like it's a lot of people behind the scenes.
The DJ is the most important. You know.
Very, very much. You know.
Yeah, especially when talking about production and all that. Especially now, man. These DJ sounds. Like yo, the whole Jersey club thing came from DJs. You know.
Yep.
So yeah, man, we gotta shout out the DJs, man.
Definitely, man.
So anything like your future plans or what you got planned, what's going on, man?
Yeah, so this summer I'm looking to release another EP. I was in discussions with my lady about Transparent 2, but I'm gonna go another direction. I was gonna do a part 2, but I think I'm gonna go another direction. You know, I like to get a lot of opinions and see what the people like, you know. 'Cause it ain't about what I like. You know, I'm gonna make the music regardless, but
Right.
I like to feed the people what they want. So I got something special that I'm working on that I can't speak on just yet until I know it's solidified. But
we already understand that.
yeah, something gonna happen.
Okay.
Something gonna happen.
That's what I like to hear, man.
Thank you, man.
Yeah. Oh,
More videos on the way. Yep.
And before you said you write for people, right?
Yes, I have.
Now we ain't going out some of y'all, but who you like writing better for, men or women? Or how have you wrote for men or women?
Yes.
Okay.
Wow, it's 50-50.
50-50?
Again, I'm gonna tell you why. I like writing for guys is because it's like acting, like in a movie, like to say things and do things in a record that you personally wouldn't do for yourself. Like I'm not gonna talk about this and that if that's not what I'm doing. But if that's what an artist is on, then it's like a escape route where you like, oh man, I get to wild out and say the craziest stuff because it's gonna be believable with him saying it.
Right.
Yeah, so that's the fun part about writing for other men.
Right.
Females, I think I just like the challenge aspect. I like the idea of, yo, if I'm talking to a female or listening to a female music, what do I want her to say to me? And it takes a lot of help because obviously it's things I just don't know. So I'd be like, yo, shorty, what you think about, or what you do in this situation? All right, I'm gonna make it rhyme. I like the challenge aspect when writing for a female. That's it.
Yeah, man. I mean, what you call basically, he said the same exact thing what you said. Like he said, yeah, I'm writing for him, but these is his. Like I think Saha said that. Saha was like,
okay.
He said, yo, when he in his thing, he's like, he talks to him, was like, yo, so like, what you want to say? Oh, I want to say that. I want to say that. He's like, oh yeah, okay, all right, cool.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
It's a process because you got to sit there and ask a person like, yo, what's your experience? What are you feeling right now? And then you have to put it in arithmetic form. It's a challenge, but it's fun though. It's fun. You know, I'm just a creative person, so I just like to be able to
I think that's the dope. That's the dope part of hip hop, like right there. I mean, we shun it and we say, yo, you can't have, but fam, you know how hard it is to make a song for people to like?
Exactly. Yeah, man. That's why you have artists like when people say like, who do you compare yourself to? Like, I don't compare myself to nobody. But if there was a level of success or liking from people, it's not even a rap artist to me. Like people be like, yo, like, would you want to have the equivalent success of Jay-Z or this and that person? Business wise, yeah. But career wise, no. And people be looking at me like I'm crazy when I say that. And I be like, yo, do you understand that Michael Jackson is like the closest thing to God out here? Like, it don't matter how old you are, you know the moonwalk, you know when he posed a certain way. Like, Michael Jackson is one of the biggest humans to ever live on this earth.
I was a Michael Jackson kid. My mom's like, yo, they used to have a little camera on me. I used to be dancing and all that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I understand.
And
I was there.
And when you come from Jersey or come from anywhere where you have less and you got to work with what you got to work with, like, it's no disrespect. Yes, we respect all the CEOs of hip hop and all that, but the goal is when you getting into this is to be bigger than them because we have more resources than them.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like you want to be bigger and better, but you know, Michael Jackson was in Africa, China. Kids know him all over the world. Barely they speak English. Those are the type of fans you want. That's the type of success that you want, you know? So it's bigger than just being in the trenches, you know? And I try to tell young boys that when I'm talking to them, like, yo, it's a big world. You ever look up the population of people that live here right now?
Right.
And you trying to attract the people that live around the corner and you talking about you got ops 10 minutes away. It's like, come on, you got wasting time.
Yeah. I wish eventually we could, well, I know it's asking a lot, but still.
Yeah.
I mean, when you like buzzing and all that stuff, somebody gotta pull you to the side like, yo.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah, and that's, you know, in the streets and in music, people lack guidance, man. Like I love the fact that when you was saying that you heard a lot of music and your father, your dad was listening to when you was playing whatever and he reacted to it. Like having fathers and people don't even speak on this in hip hop. Like people think like it's corny to say like, yo, me and my dad got a relationship. Like it's like, yo, what's wrong with that? Like everybody want to be this knucklehead and be like, my mom's working double jobs and my dad was locked up, or it's like, all right, my father was in the streets too, and you know what I mean, like, but people want to change, you know, so you got to give people the benefit of the doubt, and like, you know, at the end of the day, you should love your parents, you know what I mean, because it took both of them to get you here, you know what I mean.
I'm laughing because it's an artist. He got a verse just like that. He got a bar. He said, "I was out in the streets. You was out with your father."
Like since when it's been but think about this though. This is what I say is wrong about this generation.
Shout out to Gat Gang, yo.
This generation thinks that it's uncool to be fortunate. Like it's like they want to have a hard life, and it's like, dog, what's wrong with you? Like, you know what I mean? Man. People fight to, you know, to be able to talk to their dad, not on the collect call.
But see, they just don't know history. Like, and they like if you like people think history was black people was always broke. Black people was millionaires as soon as they got off the plantations, yo. It's a bunch of black people who had money as soon as them chains came off. But they don't want to do the history. They don't want to know. Like,
you know what you're talking about.
Exactly. Like, you know what I'm saying? I know these things. History was my favorite subject, so I know.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
Come on, man.
Okay.
We know about the girlies. We know about the Ida B. Wells. We know about the Madam C.J. Walkers. We know about them. Like, come on, we know.
True.
So like that's why when people get their bread, like I'll be like, yo, yeah, like. But nowadays it's just like they think hip hop got to be poverty because how it started.
Yeah.
And that's what it is.
I get it, and you know what's going on, man. Like these outlets, I'm gonna call it outlets, you know, promote that as if like that's the way to go, you know. But in all reality, it's destructive.
Yeah, man. We definitely, it's definitely like, yo, get your bread, man. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, that's the goal for real.
For sure, man.
This was a great episode right here, man.
For sure, man. What number is this, man? You know?
It's 24.
24. Wow, man.
24.
That's a special number to me.
Yeah, that's a special number to me. That's my birth date.
Yeah?
Yeah, 8/24.
Actual, okay. Virgo life. Huh?
Big Virgo.
That's what's up. I'm right there next to you, man. I'm a Leo, man. I'm right there, so.
Oh, August, right?
Nah, I'm July 29th.
All right, man. You right there, man. Shout out to all the Leos out there.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to the Aquarius, yo. You know, we got to shout out.
Yeah, my lady Aquarius, man. Yeah, 24.
Oh, okay,
yeah,
see?
24, man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, man. We going to get out of here. Tell the people where they can find you, man.
Yeah, for sure, man. So anybody that's tuned in, y'all can literally Google Pressure Online, spelled regular, one word, Pressure Online, all streaming platforms, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Pressure Online. Everything you need gonna come up. But make sure y'all stay tuned and keep locked in with my man's right here, man. Next flight, man.
Next flight out. Body Too Good, you already know, man. Next flight out, that's the podcast.
Yes,
That's
sir.
on IG. Next flight out podcast, man. Go ahead, subscribe, man. We almost at 100.
Yeah,
We almost at 100.
I love it, man. I'm so appreciative of you sharing this platform with me.
Oh, yeah.
You know, at the end of the day, like I said, we all come from something. We all got to start somewhere. Ain't nobody too big, too small. Like, you know, I'm real appreciative of this,
Yeah,
man. So,
and now
fire.
that you say that, shout out to my man's at I Don't Care What You Think podcast, because that's why I got up with you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to him, yup.
Yeah,
That's
shout
the
out
guys
to him,
over
man.
there.
Yeah, see, but it's a Jersey thing. Like, yo, people
Definitely.
gotta realize, like, we gonna come together. We gonna do our thing for real.
Believe that.
But you already know, man. That's Roddy Too Good. Roddy_Too Good. That's on IG. Next Flight Out podcast. That's on IG. That's on YouTube. Subscribe. We almost at 100.
Almost at 100. Get him to 200. Move
Come on,
faster.
man.
Move faster.
Almost at 100, yo. We started on Thanksgiving. We almost at 100 subscribers. Let's go, yo.
Congrats, man.
Yeah, thank you, man. Marv, cut it off, yo.